All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex couches. Sex coaches,
Sex coaches.
not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives experiences and sexy adventures and ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hi, everyone. So today's subject is actually a little sensitive in the fact that people we talk about could be listening to the show. So with that, we have certain areas where it may sound a little funny, maybe some audio is missing, and that's because we are removing any reference of anybody so that all identities can be protected. How about that? That's right. And with that, enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris. And today on our Wednesday Quickie, we are going to be talking about when you run into people you know.
Yeah. When
At a
you've been
lifestyle event.
Spotted. When you've been spotted like a leopard at a San Antonio zoo.
Man, guys.
Which is a really cool zoo, by the way.
Guys, are we delving into this?
We are delving into this. Let's talk
Story
about
time.
it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so a few months ago, you tell me how deep you want me to get.
Get into
All right,
it.
so a few months ago, I was on social media.
Word.
And I spotted a couple. And I saw who their friends were, and I was like, who is this? Why are they on here? So this couple was there. But first, I go and I ask, okay, who has mutual friends? I go and I ask the friend, and I'm like, okay, how do you know them? And she proceeds to tell me, oh, they're always at the club. And I was like, okay, I've never seen them. And this is who they are. And she was like, oh, okay. Hope you never run into them. A few months pass. I never see them at events. We really haven't been doing a lot of events in town. So I haven't seen them. Saturday, we are reversed in a parking spot in front of the club. I see this truck coming into the parking lot. I think it's our other friends. So I'm like really staring. And I look and I see the guy. And I look and I see the driver and the girl. And I'm like, and I went.
Oh, man.
And
I've never seen you move so fast. You were like a cat that was about to take a bath.
My blood pressure was off the charts. Like I was like.
Mind blowing.
So awkward.
Mind blowing.
And Adam is asking me, so what's wrong with you? And I tell him, hey, that's so-and-so's. He's like, oh, man, you want to leave? And I'm like, I'm not going to leave. I have nothing. I don't want to leave because, one, that's my environment. That's where I'm most comfortable. That's just a fun place for me. So I was like, I'm not going to leave.
And we traveled over an hour to be there.
And I was like, no, we're fine. If they feel uncomfortable, they could leave.
Sure.
So they go. The doors open. We get in line. We're the last in the line, and they're in the front. So they might have seen me walk up, but I don't know. So anyway, they say hi to the door people, which are friends of ours. They go in. They're with the same group of people of the party that we were going to attend, but we got ourselves a couch because we like to have a little safe spot for ourselves.
Yeah.
And so they were on one corner of the club, and we were on the other corner of the club. We sit down, and I'm just vibing. I'm just dancing.
Oh, I like your dance.
Yeah. I'm just dancing along. A little shoulder action, a little bit of movement.
A little MC Hammer.
Yeah.
A little parachute pants thing happening.
Yeah.
Can't
And you
touch
and I
this.
are just chit-chatting, and we're talking, and we're people watching.
This is true.
And about 2 hours?
Yeah.
About 2 hours, they come up to us, and they're like, hey. And I said, oh, hey, how are you? And he goes, well, this is weird. And I said, yeah. And he's like, y'all are like celebrities. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. People have been asking us, do you want to go meet Adam and Pris? Do you want to go meet Adam and Pris? And I was like, yeah. Yes, we have a show, we have a podcast. And he goes, yeah, I know. So then I'm talking to him very briefly. Then I tell Adam, hey, Adam, this is so-and-so. So-and-so's. And he was like, oh, okay. Hi. And then after that, I don't even know. I don't even know where you want me to go from there.
I just think it's funny because it turned out to be okay.
It turned out to be great.
And it's like I told you, it was going to be fine.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the part that people really kind of freak out about. I've heard so many times people say over and over again, especially if they're new.
Yeah.
They say, well, what if I run into somebody I know?
Yeah.
And my first reaction, and unfortunately, it's always a little sarcastic, and I don't mean to be, but it's just one of those situations. It's like, what if you run into somebody you know? You're at a place where, it's just as guilty for you as it is for them, and vice versa.
And
I mean,
it's not. And so for me, I'm super, super, super comfortable in my body for the most part. That's where it was getting a little awkward.
Is that right?
And so I straight out told them, I was like, just an FYI, we usually play in the middle. So heads up. But I was kind of telling him, like, heads up, heads up,
man.
Just in case.
No, like, really, keep your heads
you
up.
You don't need to see
Like,
where where your niece and nephew came from.
Oh, my God.
Like, we don't need to see that.
That's right. You don't need to see the birth canal all over again. This time not on VHS.
And
I'm sorry.
that old.
What? We grew up in the VHS era.
I didn't have any kids during the VHS era.
I don't know.
And so it was a little, a panic had set in the beginning. And then after that, it was fine.
Oh, dude, you freaked out,
but
man.
then we went to the back, and that was awkward.
I didn't think twice.
It was awkward.
But, I mean, it wasn't my connection. So
yeah, it was a little awkward. They saw what they saw. It is what it is. But I have a question. This all happens. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I think I would have stepped away if they would have wanted to do like parallel play.
Really? Too weird.
I think that would have gotten too weird for. I think she would have been fine with it. Mm. But yeah, that's not my jam.
And, it's one of those situations where you really got to know where you want to draw your line.
Yeah.
I know some couples I've heard actually recently where someone will say, I would really prefer it. You don't sleep with my friends. Yeah. Like if I have really good friends, like, and I've heard people say that.
You couldn't, when we were poly, you couldn't date anybody I went to school with.
Yeah,
which made it very small because, hey, those hoes were already taken, but some of them were little be hoeing still.
Hey.
And I was like.
And I was here for it.
Yeah.
I was here for it. I was disappointed that was a rule.
Only because I knew them and I wasn't going to have that. Like I knew I was going to have to beat some bitches and yeah.
Everybody's got to have their thing.
Everybody has a thing. Yeah.
And
but how awkward.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess it's.
I mean, it really depends on how you think of it. Because I was just talking about this the other day. I don't remember to who, but we are sexual beings, and we forget that everybody in our world are also sexual beings. You get to see different people out in their everyday life. Your boss, your coworkers, the people that work down the street at the post office. Yeah. All of these different people. Yeah. And aside from our asexual friends who do exist.
Yeah.
For the most part, everybody else is a very sexual being. We all have these thoughts. We all have these feelings. We all get off at one point or another.
Yeah.
And we don't view people who we've connected with in certain ways. We don't view them in that way.
Yeah. No, that's very true, especially in a kinky way, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
The lifestyle is kinky. It is something that not everybody does. And I totally respect that. So I have no problem with that. And again, they are not blood related to me.
Right.
So I don't care, but I don't think that I would go any further than the interaction that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could go any further than that. And I'm sure that there is a possibility that could come up.
Come up. Yeah.
Just because a woman knows.
Hey.
And I don't know. It's like it was a little weird, but then after that I was like, okay, whatever.
I don't know. I didn't think twice, but I don't really have connections like that
nearby.
Or even if we did,
yeah.
I just don't.
That's the second time I've seen somebody that we know.
Yeah, and I'd never run into anybody that I know, and
there are people in our circle that I always think, not in our circle, but like when we would work or when we would go somewhere and be like, how funny would it be if we caught them, if we saw them?
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah.
But I don't ever really run into, and if I ran into somebody that I knew from the past, I don't think I would really think anything of it, because I've run into people that I knew at strip clubs.
Yeah, and why isn't that? And that's just as awkward. Oh my God, I remember when I was stripping and my uncle walked in.
Oh, yeah.
Guys,
Classic.
I sucked as a
Classic
stripper.
Pris.
I was not a very good dancer. I mean,
I thought you were.
I was a good
thought you
dancer.
were
I just wasn't a
fantastic
good
dancer.
money maker. Like, I would go up to the guys and I'd be like, look, I don't drink. Let me just sit here with you. Let's chit chat. How was your day? What did you invest in today? I was that person. I'd be like, go home to your wife. She's probably waiting for you with your dinner.
Man,
but I remember walking in. I remember being there and my uncle walking in. And I looked at, and I remember calling you and be like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that phone call.
I think how awkward would it be if you were to see your parents?
So that's
Again,
the thing.
I understand
I mean, my
everyone's sexual
situation.
No, but I mean, I'm hypothetical.
Yeah, no, like I said, so I had always, and I don't know if I ever mentioned this, I think we had talked about it, because you knew my father had been cheating on my mother for years. But previous to that, in his first marriage, he was, I believe, a swinger. And so when he wasn't able to be a swinger with my mother, then he just started cheating on her. Mm-hmm. But I always suspected that he wanted back in that lifestyle. And when we came out as open, I think he was jealous of that. So when he remarried, I had always wondered, are they going to pop up at a fucking party or something?
Yeah.
I always wondered if there was going to be a time where I was going to run into either them or one of my single sisters or a cousin or something.
Yeah.
And I always wondered what would be my response if that happens. Well, it's going to be one of two things. Either I'm going to say, screw it, I'm about to make things very uncomfortable because I'm about to let loose here.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to have the opposite reaction, which is, let's call it a night. Let's get out of here let's just duck out. We didn't have to say goodbye to anybody. Let's just go.
Yeah.
And so there's no in between. Those are going to be the only two choices that are going to come up.
Yeah.
And whatever I'm feeling at that time is what I'm going to do. And I don't think that there's any shame in that.
No, there isn't. There isn't any shame in it, but it nevertheless is very awkward.
It can be. I think it's more awkward for women in situations like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And you get the nervousness of, ooh, are they going to go and tell so-and-so? Are they going to go and tell so-and-so? What's funny is that I was having a conversation with him, and he's like, yeah, we've been doing this for a while. So, yeah, it's a large community, but where we live, you're either going, we're central, right? Or not central, but we're an hour away from each club, And so I knew I was bound to see them somewhere. But I didn't think it was going to be the club, but it is what it is.
I don't know.
It's cool now because
I'm desensitized to it. I don't
Yeah.
think that I would have any issue running into anybody.
Yeah. I mean,
if I were to
now
see that.
I think I've overplayed it in my head.
Yeah.
Now I don't care.
Yeah.
I just know that I wouldn't play with them.
Yeah.
But them being at the same place I'm at, no, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't have to be awkward.
Well, they're not going to go and say anything. What are they going to go do? Go and tell them and be like, okay, and
Yeah.
you want an invitation next time?
No problem.
It's like that's the only thing but I know none of that will come up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for us, we've been reached out to before, in like swinger apps and websites and I say we, but it's primarily it's happened to you, where somebody will reach out to you and they'll be like, "Do you remember me?"
Oh, that is oh God.
So I don't know if you remember me, but we did this one time.
Block.
I know that you've run into that a few times.
Oh yeah.
And I think still.
Yeah.
Right?
To this day, I still run into like, hey, I met you and your husband. Or I'll be like, okay, who are you? And they won't tell me. And then I'm like, I'm just going to block you if you don't tell me who you are.
Yeah.
So I also don't ever have that feeling of, I know a lot of people work for bigger community or bigger companies and stuff. It's, if I run into a coworker, are they going to go blast me at work? They're there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
and that's a big point.
yeah. So they're there too. It's like, okay. And I don't think jobs should even care about what you do and what you say.
Yeah, well.
After hours. Like, I think that's ridiculous, but I don't know. If I ever saw my boss at a swingers club, that one would make me laugh.
If you ever saw your boss at a swingers club, chances are it's because he tracked you down because he needs you to take care of that report. And why didn't you answer your phone? You didn't acknowledge his text.
You didn't get on the Zoom.
Oh, gosh.
Needy ass men.
Wonderful moments. Yeah. Hey, I'm one of them. I'm not going to lie.
I like you being needy.
I am needy.
Yeah. But no, it is a little awkward when you see someone. And me, when I'm at the club, again, like he said, that is the most comfortable spot for me. So Adam's always sitting and I'm always dancing. Like I'm right there next to him dancing, and they've been playing some good music lately. And the girls are out, and me and the girls are vibing. We're doing our little,
That's a
our
great
little
dance.
cha-cha-ness.
Oh my gosh. Easy there, Chief. You're going to knock down a microphone with that.
A little cha-cha-ness.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you're going to replay that.
Oh my goodness. It's ingrained in my memory.
Baby, you have them all the time.
I know, and it never
Silly
gets
man.
old to me.
But yeah, so it could be a little awkward. Although I do feel like this situation for me has made me feel a little more free.
It's made you feel free.
I feel a little freer. Like,
Can you explain that?
well, nobody really knows our background and the situation in that category
Sure.
with these people.
Sure.
And so that situation makes me feel a little freer.
I gotcha.
Kind of safe.
Okay.
Kind of safe, if that makes any sense. Kind of like that person's not going to go and say anything. Not
Right.
that it matters, but that person's not going to go and say anything. And if that person does, it's only going to make that person feel bad, not the person.
Well, see, and that's the thing that we seem to forget.
Yeah.
Is it's a big community. Everybody forgets that it's
It
even
is.
bigger than what you see, because there's a lot of the community that's very discreet.
Yeah.
And so they're so discreet that most people that are in the community don't even know they're in the community.
I mean, straight up.
And so that's the thing. They'll pop up at a party once a month or once every couple of weeks. Something will happen where they will be a part of the community, but you just won't see them that often.
Yeah.
And so we forget that there's a good chance you're going to run into somebody you know.
There is. And it's like, oh, well. Like it is.
Well, so, and that's really the thing, is you kind of gotta have to get your mind set up and prepared before you go to anything that's lifestyle related, that there is a chance that you could be
Yes.
walking into something that you know
Yeah.
somebody. You know what's funny?
What? Tell me.
I don't know if you remember the story about how I was catfished in high school. This girl that I was kind of dating over the phone through a mutual acquaintance. And, it was that puppy love stuff, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Don't hang up, whatever. And then when we finally met up, we were at the mall.
And she didn't look anything like.
And she didn't look anything like her
it was
pictures.
her cousin's picture.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't look anything like her pictures at all. Not attractive whatsoever. But I was like, I'll give this a shot. And then she totally just was not satisfied with me.
Yeah.
And so she gave me the
Yeah.
cold shoulder.
Yeah.
Anyways, so not like I'm holding on to that or anything.
Somebody needs a little bit of therapy. But okay.
That's what this is right here.
Yes.
That's why I have the show. So this person I've always known about. Well, when we got started in the lifestyle, we were on those websites that we were on.
Yeah.
And this girl started reaching out to us, and they wanted to meet up with us. And I was hell bent against it being a no, because that was the same girl.
No.
Same girl.
You never told me that.
Well, yeah, I know. How about
Why?
that? We were working on our communication, and look at us now. We're talking about it.
No, I got you.
I don't know. I don't know. It was early on, and it was never anything important enough for me to bring up again.
No, but that's a good story.
That is a good
You should've
story.
told
How about that? I
me.
reached into the sack and I pulled out the rabbit.
Wow.
Because this particular person, who I felt was a horrible person back then, all of a sudden they're in a position where she didn't know who I was, but I remembered her.
Yeah, you
know
remember
what I'm saying?
everybody.
Oh, I do. And so that was a situation where I could have been, I could have brought it up. I could
Yeah.
have been that guy, but I didn't. I was better than that.
Thank goodness for that.
But I will always.
Was she
I will
still
always
unattractive?
remember. Yeah.
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 I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't bring it up.
And of course, back then it was early on in our.
Yeah, and you didn't see that.
And no, I didn't. I was looking at experiences. So
Yeah.
for me to turn down something is a pretty big deal, because I was ready to,
Yeah, I know.
have the sexy time.
Yes.
So yeah, I was going to have a good time, and I wanted my experiences, but I wasn't going to be that person. No way.
No.
No way. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
I know. But since then,
Yeah.
we've become kind of this loud ass advocate for non-monogamy, poster children, if you will.
You're going to be on milk cartons.
That's right. Milk carton non-monogamists. And we kind of have gotten to be seen in our community and communities beyond. And so for us, it's a little bit easier for us to be outed to people that know us. Wouldn't you say? We're not discreet.
We're not discreet, so I can
As a
care
matter of fact,
less.
we're louder
We're
than
so
discreet.
not
We're
discreet
literally
that-
live on TikTok.
Yeah, we're not discreet at all. And I don't
have a
care.
podcast.
I don't care who
It's
knows.
national and global.
I don't care
Just
who
saying.
knows about the lifestyle. So yeah, no, for us, it is what it is.
It's a
It's our
smidge
life.
different.
It's our lifestyle.
It is our life.
We're not
It's our
hurting
lifestyle.
anybody. We're not
No.
We're not
We are
hurting
not.
anybody. We're not being violent to anybody. We're not
That's
saying
true.
bad things to anybody. We're
That's
not
also true.
bringing our families into this. This is us.
Correct. And realistically, what we're doing here, we talk a lot about our relationship.
Yeah, it's not, you're not I'm not talking
know,
about
We're not getting into
No.
details
So-
about,
yeah, and so we
structure.
are a little different. I do not care. I've never cared who knew about my lifestyle. The only reason I cared was I don't want to have that conversation with that person. Like if someone found out, like my boss found out, I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're not discussing that.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
that's
You really want to bring that up?
like no.
You really want to bring that up? Stop
yeah.
it. We don't do that.
You know, so when you walk in and you see Karen from the PTA or,
Yeah.
you know, Ramon from your apartments, just be like, yo, what's up?
You know, that's a no shit moment.
It is.
know?
It does take you it's catch your breath a little for the moment because you're like,
Yeah, I saw yours.
I was like,
I saw yours. You turned to me like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Like you just did this
and I
complete-
instantly started shaking because I was like, but the only reason I shook is because of my past and my trauma from that person. And all the shit that we've gone through. And it's like, oh my God, really? But then I was like, what is he going to go do, say, and what? No. So.
Yeah. You know, it's bound to happen, though.
It
you know,
is.
You've got your vanilla life. You've got your spicy life. They're bound to collide at some point.
But like us, we don't have any family around here. That's just as,
No.
you know. So people that do, guys, like it's bound to happen.
Yeah. The answer right there is move away.
Yes.
Right. Move away. Don't
4
listen
more
to me.
years.
I am not a sex couch.
No.
We are not sex couches.
No, we are not.
So the golden rule would be consent and discretion.
Yes.
Okay. Don't take a night off.
No.
Don't take a night off. If you recognize someone, just play it cool. Keep your eyes up, smile friendly. Don't go yelling their name across the club and waving because that's awkward. That's weird. You know, you don't want to be in the spotlight while you're in pasties.
Yeah.
They hurt because I'm hairy. You know, they hurt when
They
you
hurt
pull
me
them.
too because I'm hairy.
Hi, Harry. I'm Adam.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. So, you know, that's the big thing is just play it cool. You know, don't be weird about it.
And treat it like Vegas. What happens at your little event stays with your event. You don't need to go blast it on anybody. You don't need to go and be like, hey, I saw so-and-so. No, don't do that.
Hey, guess
Hey.
what? Let me send you text
I
right
mean,
now.
I went and I told some friends because I was like, y'all got to hear the story, man.
You're not supposed to do what we're saying you're
Well,
not supposed to do.
Either way. Yes.
Goodness gracious. Fighting an uphill battle.
But yeah, don't leave it there. Leave it
You're
there.
going to listen to her now?
Well,
So, you know, I was on live earlier today and
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, you know, one of the things that you want to do is definitely follow their lead, match their energy, that sort of
Yes.
thing. So when you see somebody in the club or wherever you're at whatever event that you feel is this situation, me personally, I'm not going to go up to them.
no, and we did not.
And,
No.
and that's my big thing is we don't know how they're processing it. I know how we're processing it and it's all good.
Yeah.
But we don't know if maybe they want to keep that separate or how
Yeah.
mortified they are. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So we really have to kind of match their vibe.
I think they needed liquid courage, and then they finally came up to us.
Possibly. But you definitely want to follow the people's
Yes.
lead.
That's
So
a
if they
good-
look away,
Yeah.
give them space.
Yeah.
You know, if they make eye contact and wave, well, maybe it's okay. Maybe
Yeah.
if they give you the nod.
And there's no need to do the, hey, I saw you, blank, blah, 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 tomorrow. Like, leave it be. Although I did that. Sorry, my bad.
Totally.
And don't out
You are-
someone on accident.
You're a
Don't
bad
do that.
influencer,
Just,
you
you
know?
know, a nice little check-in is fine. Hey, did you get home okay?
You literally just
was really
you
nice
outed
to
somebody
see you,
yourself
but
too.
I
Goodness
really
gracious.
did.
You're going against all of these rules.
I know. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. How do I do it?
You say that one.
I'm going to say that one. So anyways, if it's someone really close to you, like your work supervisor or a sibling's friend or even your dentist, keep the interactions polite, brief, and respectful. Everyone is equally terrified in that moment, and I'm sure you'll realize that just as pale as you are is probably just as pale as the person in front of you.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah. And turn that panic, turn it into a connection, because it could be a chance to build the community. Oh, we're cool, you know, because we're both human and we're horny and we're curious. Nice, right? Like, make it very...
Yeah, dude, we're sexual beings, man.
Yeah.
This
So.
is how we get down.
Down,
Now,
check it down, down.
as we're wrapping up here, and I feel like this is very necessary, because I had this whole thing. It was really, really cool for the
Okay.
intro.
Okay.
And I loved it to death. And I said, I want to do it. And then
Okay.
you were like, yeah, but it's just you. And so I was like, you know what? That's all good, baby. We'll do the show together.
Okay, baby, go ahead.
But I'm going to do my
It's
intro.
the Adam Show.
I'm
Go.
going to do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I should do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. So, picture this, fam. You're at a lifestyle club. The lights are low. The music's vibing. You just had a drink with a couple that looks like they stepped straight out of your fantasies.
Ooh.
That's right. Pris is looking like she's about to ruin somebody's life in the best possible way. And I'm over here stretching like I'm about to enter the Olympics of adult fun. Everything is perfect. We're in our element. The lifestyle gods are smiling upon us. And then the doors open. Bright white lights from the hallway cut through the room like the universe is suddenly judging your decisions. And bam, in walks your coworker or your gym bro. Or God forbid, your cousin Mark from the family barbecue.
What?
Instant terror, sudden Catholic guilt, and I'm not even Catholic anymore. Your brain short circuits like, no, nope, nuh-uh. This simulation is glitching, which if you've watched The Matrix, you would know about that. You do that thing where you pretend to be super interested in the decorative plant next to the dungeon room, like that's the best thing you've ever seen. How many layers of dust are in that plant? A lot. And some semen. Pris has given me the eyes like, do not make eye contact. Meanwhile, I'm whispering, babe, they definitely saw us. And here's the kicker. They are just as horrified because now they know, you know that they know. And it's a whole mutual blackmail situation. But hey, this is a part of the lifestyle adventure, right? Sometimes the universe just throws two worlds together like, surprise, growth opportunity. So today, we broke down what to do when someone from your vanilla life sachets right into your spicy life and how you could keep that moment from turning into a Lifetime movie called Outed at the Orgy. Thank you. Thank you.
Scene.
And scene. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and this up.
Alrighty, y'all. Before we get out of here, we've got some spicy community stuff coming up, and we want to see your beautiful faces in person.
Absolutely. We have coming up November 8th at Forbidden Fruit, our wonderful sponsors. We're doing a Beyond Monogamy meet and greet and Q&A from 12 noon to 4 p.m. So feel free to come out and hang out with us. We can talk lifestyle, ask questions, take pictures. We got merch, whatever feels good.
Yes.
And if you're more of the behind the curtain type, we've got the Beyond Monogamy Confessional. It is live and on our website.
Ooh.
It's 100% anonymous. That's right. You can drop your wild stories, your questions, your confessions, even if it's about the podcast. And you might hear it featured in a feature episode. And no, the merch does not include pasties.
Ooh.
That's right, but it should.
Plus, make sure you're checking our website to stay up to date on all our events, like the Naughty and Nice Hotel Takeover in San Antonio. That's on December 5th through the 7th. We will be hanging and we will be doing a live podcast.
Yes, we will.
It's going to be a whole weekend of clothing optional chaos, and we are so ready.
For sure. We're going to be talking more about that next week.
Ooh.
So be sure and look out for that. And also, if you've listened to this show and you love it, or even kind of like it a little bit, help us grow in this amazing community. We love you guys. We know you love us too. Share us with your friends, okay? Like and subscribe. Drop us a review on whatever platform you're listening on, or all of them. We'll take them.
Yes, please.
Show us the love because we show you the love every week.
And why do
twice
you
a
want
week.
those reviews?
We want those reviews because it helps us big time.
It really does, guys.
More than you know.
Yes.
And then also everything, episodes, links, confessional events. It's all at our website, www.beyond-monogamy.com. And don't forget, you can also catch us every Thursday on fullswapradio.com at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time. We are in the lineup.
Yes.
Along with many other adult shows.
Podcasts.
Interesting shows.
Yes.
Yeah. So with that being said, we love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping us build the community that we didn't have when we started.
True
And
that, guys.
so
Thank you so much.
we appreciate you guys.
Yes.
And we will see you all next week.
Bye.